5 years ago, New Labour took us to war in Iraq. They told us they were launching a war because Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Of course that was a lie. We now know that it was a lie. Yet that war, which has lasted for 5 years, has cost the lives of hundreds of thousands of Iraqis. There are almost 200 British soldiers who have lost their lives in the fields in Iraq. There are hundreds of thousands of Iraqis and British soldiers who have been injured and maimed by the war as it continues. And of course Iraq itself has been bombed to destruction. British troops remain in Iraq, and the Labour government have no indication and no clue of how they are going to end this crisis. The war in Iraq has also cost billions of pounds. Just think for a minute about what we could have spent that money on. We could have made sure that every pensioner in this country had a decent pension and didn't have to live in what is called fuel poverty. We could have made sure that every student got a free higher education and a supporting grant that would help them to study as they went through university life. We could make sure that every class of every school across the country had no more than 20 students in it, and that every school was properly funded, that the health service was properly funded, that we had free prescriptions, free dental treatment and free eye care for all. We could have done all of that on the cost of the war in Iraq. And yet when it comes to our welfare services, New Labour tell us that the way forward is to privatise them, to let big businesses in to run our services. In Preston, they wanted the South African multinational Netcare to run our hospital service. In our schools, they want to hand our schools over to the Cllr warehouse so that they can run a privatised schooling system in our city. These are Labour's values. Labour's values are the values of war and privatisation. And it's for those reasons that Preston Respect will be standing in the May elections this year. We are determined to offer an alternative, an anti-war alternative, a pro-welfare alternative, a pro-trade union alternative. For many people, these were the values of old Labour established in the post-Second World War period. Well, we are happy in Respect to say that we are committed to an expansive welfare and an anti-war position. And there is something else. Respect already exists in Preston City Council, and we have a proud record. We have a proud record of representing people, of listening to people, of taking up casework in a way that the major parties have left and ignored and moved away from. So this May, in Preston and across the country, we're asking you to vote for Respect, to give a viable alternative in Preston City Council, in the town centre to vote for Mokhtar Master, in Riversway to vote for Elaine Abbott, in St Matthew's Ward to vote for Danielle Field, and in Fishwick Ward to vote for Pete Agland. Those four represent the best four candidates on offer at this election, and they represent a set of values for a better Preston, a Preston committed to the interests of ordinary people, and to a Britain which puts welfare and ordinary people first and not the interests of big business and warmongers. Vote for us on the 1st of May.